Hi, Jeff Munn, creating extraordinary futures. And in this week's video, I want to talk about something that I heard on a podcast that I thought was an outlier, and then I started hearing it everywhere. And I'm a big sports fan. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast with Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith is, if you're a sports fan, you probably know Stephen A. Smith. He is bombastic, he is opinionated, he's been on ESPN for years. If you've come across Stephen A. Smith, he's pretty hard to forget. And he said in the podcast that he wanted to work so hard that there was no doubt in anyone that he deserved his success. And I want to say that again. He wants to work so hard that no one else will think that he doesn't deserve his success. And that struck me as so misguided. I actually had to stop at a light and kind of write that down. I think I made a voice memo in my phone. It hit me so hard as like, oh my gosh, this has to be an outlier. There can't be many people who think this way. And then I started noticing my clients saying things like that. Things like, my name is on the door, so I need to be the first one in and the last one out. Or I want to be there enough that my people know that I have their back, or I don't want people to think that my success was a fluke. That's one of my favorites. And that's putting control, trying to control something that you have no control over. You have no control over what other people think about what you have done, what you have accomplished in your career. You will never have any control over that. So if you get lucky, I would bet there's a ton of hard work behind that. I don't know anyone who I've ever thought, boy, that person just got lucky. And if you didn't dig in, you didn't see a ton of hard work. So put that out of your head. The issue is, what kind of work are you doing? For the couple of clients that I've talked about, they spend a lot of time away from the office, thinking about big picture things, thinking about acquisition strategy, thinking about efficiencies in their business, working on the business instead of in the business. And whether or not their employees understand and value that work, the results of that work show up over and over and over again. So forget about what people think. Do the stuff that you know you need to do. That could be as an entrepreneur trying to scale your company. You've built this successful company and now you need to bring in a leadership team, or you need to scale the business, or you need to talk to potential acquirers, or you need to make yourself less and less valuable to the business, because that's going to be what increases the value of the business going forward. It could be if you're just starting something like a coaching practice, like a consulting practice. The things that you do should not be about whether other people will think you're working hard. That's the wrong direction to be going. So I hope that's helpful. If you'd like to talk about it, let me know, reach out. I'm always open to a conversation. But this question, what is hard work? How is hard work and the appearance of hard work getting in your way, right? That's the ultimate question. And it's not necessarily just about the appearance of hard work or what other people think about your hard work. Your hard work can be taking you away from things. You could be so focused on providing for your family in the context of money and thinking that there is a number that will provide for your family, that it takes away from your relationships. It takes away from your kids. It takes away from your relationship with your spouse. So this question about hard work is going to show up over and over and over again. And I want you to be focused on not on hard work, but on right work. Like what's the least amount of work that you can do? What's the most leveraged kind of work that you can do? so that you can have the kind of life that you actually want. You can have the money you want, you can have the relationships that you want, you can have the freedom that you want. That's what we're focused on. As I said, feel free to reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Have a great week. Thanks.